There's no rule that says that loved ones, whether it's a married couple, whether it's close friends, there's no rule that says you must be on the same spiritual level in order to get along. You have to be on the same path. You have to be going to the same place. But see, spiritual paths don't really have advanced places. We think about it like that. But the truth really is, spirituality is just getting us in touch with the truth of who we are. These days, of course, spirituality has also sadly become a business. And so sadly, there's now all sorts of people who will convince you that there are beginning and intermediate and advanced levels of spirituality that you can get, certified in. And the dilemma with that is, it brings that judgment of the mind into a place where the mind should not be. The mind operates in separation. That's how the mind functions. It's able to look at, understand, figure out, analyze, judge, compare things that are separate from it. So whether it's a bank statement, whether it's a job proposal, whether it's a math problem, whatever it may be, whether it's traffic on the freeway I've got to navigate, the mind is very good. It's geared to operate in separation. But spirituality is about the self. It's about who we are, the truth. The minute the mind kicks in, we've lost it. Because the minute the mind kicks in, it now is judging me from a distance. It's saying, you did great. That was a good meditation today. A+ meditation. The minute that the mind says that, I've lost my meditation. How many times do you meditate? Maybe after you've read a book or you've heard a discourse about experiences during meditation, about discovering the true self, about stillness, expansiveness, an experience of infinity, whatever it may be. And you sit to meditate, and you're having a beautiful meditation. No judgment, no analysis, you're just there. And then suddenly the mind goes, oh, this must be what they were talking about. Oh yeah, this is that spaciousness. Oh yeah. The minute that happens, you've lost the meditation. Because now the mind has kicked in. So we need to not allow ourselves to hand over our spiritual practice to the games of the mind that are all about judging, levels, layers, analysis. Spirituality is about oneness. It's about union. That's what yoga means, union. There's no place for judging. You can judge an asana. You can say, your trikonasana is better than your trikonasana. But your yoga is purely individual. You can't say your yoga is better than your yoga. Sure, your leg may be straighter in the asana, but the actual yoga, well, there is no comparison, because there's nothing that's separate. It's all about oneness. It's like saying, we're all in the Ganga River. I got in on Parmarth Niketan's ghat, You got in on Gita Bhavan's ghat. Somebody else got in on Swargashram's ghat. So who's wetter? Right? Who's wetter? Well, we're all in the river. That's all that matters. There's no more wet, less wet. What matters is we're all in the river. Yes, we get there at different times, in different ways, from different paths. But instead of saying, who's wetter? Or I'm wetter today than yesterday, gotta get wetter. Just recognize, it's not about more wet or less wet. It's about how much of you are you able to allow to get wet at all? Because most of us get wet only on the outside. When we meditate, what we may consider a good meditation might simply be an undistracted, very attentive chanting of mantra or recitation of a prayer, and that's beautiful. But until our heart really opens, until we actually feel that mantra, the mantra is not only supposed to be recited with our lips, the mantra is supposed to be heard with our inner ear. It's supposed to be tasted. It's supposed to be felt. The mantra is meant to literally reverberate through our entire existence. So until your heart is open and the heart is wet, and all of you, the spirit is wet, that becomes the question, not who's wetter, or am I almost all wet? The question is, okay, here I am in the river, I'm wet, and yet there are parts of me I have not yet exposed to this river. There are parts of me that have not yet joined in this meditation. There are parts of me that are not chanting my mantra. Is my heart chanting my mantra? With every beat of my heart, am I chanting the mantra? Are my lungs chanting the mantra? As the oxygen comes in, as the carbon dioxide goes out, are they chanting my mantra? So don't worry about where someone else has reached. As long as they're on the path, that's all that matters. Focus on your path, because remember, as our path gets deeper, we realize there is no place you end and he begins. Allow the depth of your path to open and expand, and to create so much space that it actually energetically brings him into it as well. So yes, you absolutely have a future together, as long as you can get your mind out of this judging and comparing and contrasting and layers and levels. Focus on expansion. Focus on going deeper and deeper within yourself. And focus on being a transmitter, an energetic transmitter of that which you're experiencing on the inside. It's why we flock to gurus. Not only for their gyan, not only for the wisdom they give. There are many gurus who don't with Puja Swamiji, we're very blessed that he actually gives gyan through words and teachings as well. But we flock to them. Even the ones who don't actually give teachings verbally. Because in their energetic space, we experience something different in our own selves. we experience that opening, that transformation in their presence, because they are exuding it. That which they are experiencing on the inside is just flowing out of them energetically so strongly that you feel it. Like the iron filings, get pulled by a magnet. Well, in this way, instead of pulling, it's like the energy is going out into you. And so that's what attracts us to the Guru. But even if you're not an enlightened Guru, don't worry. If you're having these deep spiritual experiences, you are also an energetic transmitter. Maybe not to masses, but at least to those who are around you. Focus on transmitting. Focus on sharing that which you're experiencing. And slowly it'll touch others. But remember, of course, everyone's got their own karmic package. And everybody's going to experience their own truth in different ways, at different times, at different speeds. Don't judge. Just love. And that love will take you deeper on your path. And that love will bring the two of you together, closer and closer.